City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They're going to look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them. And absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. On 2nd and 10, Fields trying to lay one up deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Fields. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. He's going to try and go deep again. And all of that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, out is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Cohen. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Detroit. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And down inside the 15 he goes.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second and 6. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This one from 35 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now in the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as an NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Chicago. That's the end of the first quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Lions' 6-yard line.
Now Fields. Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. What a little clear out. Hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down, and then some.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coaches...
Oh, that's in the double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Fields on first down. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. He's got a man here. It's Montgomery. And they'll get it all the way up.
I don't know what to do.
5 yards shy of midfield.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Fields going to get this to Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On first down, Fields. His throw caught at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a
touchdown, Bears! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. For this, the second meeting of these two teams, you might recall they met back in week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Quickly to Hawkinson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this...
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A huge play there for Chicago. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Now it's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6.
From the 50, here's Fields. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Santos' kick is up and through. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Looking to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
What?
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown of the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And now the throw taken in by Chark.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw again on second down. Fields flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Fields dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Lions have recovered. He let one slip away last week as well, so that... Fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
That is caught inside the 5. And the Bears are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
At the 50-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. He's airing it out for Williams. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Johnson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they sent the power set out there.